Today, I want to share the most valuable lessons that I've learned, lessons that I wish I had known in my early 20s. And these lessons would have saved me so much struggle, self-doubt, and frustration. And I really want to share them with you today. Now, I'm not an expert, but I do believe that life experience has been my greatest mentor. And it's anyone's greatest mentor. And it helps shape us through every stumble, every challenge, and every breakthrough. I'm a few years away from my mid-40s. And let me tell you, I am far more comfortable with who I am today than I ever was. But that has not always been the case. In my younger years, in my 20s, 30s, and 40s, I battled a lot with insecurities, a lot of people-pleasing tendencies, and also a deeply ingrained need for external validation. I spent far too many years worrying about things where in the grand scheme of life were really, really irrelevant. So today I want to give you something that I wish someone had given me back in my 20s. Something that will help you live a more fulfilled, confident, and resilient life. But stick around to lesson 4 because that one is the one that changed my life. Number 1, people's opinion of you is none of your business. I used to believe that if someone had given me a dismissive comment or like an indifferent look, that I had done something wrong. I used to think that all the power was in my hands to handle all the things, to make things happen. So naturally, if I got a negative response or a negative comment from someone, I always believed that I was to blame. My mind would race. Did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? What could I have done to get this kind of a response? That's not what my intention was. But the truth is that the way someone responds or acts towards you is more about them, not you. I once worked with someone who was incredibly cold towards me. I tried everything to win them over. Extra kindness, accommodating their every need, even shrinking my personality to win them over. But I found out something so profound. Their behavior wasn't about me. It was just about where they are at that moment of their life. It had nothing to do with me and what I was presenting towards them. It was about their own struggles and their own worldviews. And once I figured that out, it was like I was set free. The moment you stop seeking approval from everyone around you, you're just set free. You feel like you're in your own power. You become authentic and unshaken by fleeting judgments. Because the truth is, some people are going to like you and some won't. That's just the way life is. And that's okay. Number 2, failure is an invitation, not an ending. There is success hidden behind every failure. If I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self this. Masters in any field have failed more times than any amateurs that have even attempted something. Now, think about this. I know it sounds like we've heard this many times before, but the important thing to take away from this is it's all a part of the grander plan. There's no sense in sulking over things that you failed in when you could be more productive and thinking about solutions. Early in my career, I wanted to be perfect. I didn't fear taking risks, but I did fear failing in front of others. But perfection is a prison. The fear of failure kept me from reaching my true potential, from the growth that I needed, and also from truly reaching my potential. Then I met someone who changed my perspective of life. This person had lost everything, every single penny, every investment, his life savings. His whole life had unraveled in front of him beyond recognition. But instead of giving up, he started from scratch. He built back his entire life right in front of my eyes. It took 12 years, but he never, ever once took that as a negative emotion or a negative feeling or a negative belief. He never gave up. It didn't shake him. He always believed in finding a solution. He began everything again from scratch. With no safety net, he took whatever he could find and went with it. He learned new skills along the way, new things, taking step-by-step action. He rebuilt his entire life. He never questioned himself. And most importantly, he never stopped. Day by day, step by step, he rebuilt his life. 12 years later, he runs a thriving company, beautiful family, beautiful home. And that's when I realized that there is no failure, there's only feedback. Every setback is a lesson. The only true failure is giving up or quitting before you even begin. So this taught me to set my sight on the goal only and to block out all the naysayers. There's always going to be those negative people around you. Just block them out. Number 3, life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. This is one of the hardest lessons to embrace. When things start going wrong, you start questioning, well, why me? Why is this happening to me? And we easily slip into a victim mentality. Why does this happen? But the truth is, life is not against you. Every hardship, every challenge is an opportunity to grow. I used to work in an industry that felt impossible to break into. I just kept wondering why opportunities weren't coming my way. And then someone told me, no one is coming to save you. You have to create opportunities for yourself. You have to create your own path. This sentence really resonated with me. Instead of waiting for opportunities, I started making them. I started to think of creative ways to align with my goals and to actually create the action plans to make them happen. I stopped blaming external factors and I started taking onus and full responsibility for my own success. When you shift your mindset from why is this happening to me to what is this trying to teach me or what can I learn from this, you take your power back. You become the author of your own story. Number 4, gratitude is not an emotion. It's a practice. In fact, it's a lifelong practice. Gratitude is not something that comes natural to us. It's no secret. Our brains are wired negatively. It's wired for survival. We will remember criticism more than praise and probably our losses more than wins. But gratitude, it's a muscle. It needs to be practiced. It needs to be moved. It needs to be worked out all the time. Otherwise, it becomes complacent. It gets weaker. The only way to make it stronger is by using it. When I first started my gratitude practice, I didn't see immediate changes. In fact, I found myself going back and forth, battling this whole negative sometimes, and then coming back and reminding myself that I need to have gratitude. It took very, very small steps and daily things that I needed to remind myself to keep myself in the gratitude mentality. As I built that habit, my mindset actually did change. Challenges became opportunities and setbacks became lessons. The world didn't change, I did, and that made all the difference. Number 5, boundaries are an act of self-respect. I really like this one. One of the greatest lessons that I learned, maybe a little bit too late, but it's never too late to change. And this is to understand the power of boundaries. For years, I let people overstep their limits, whether it was with my time, my energy, or with my emotional well-being. I felt very guilty saying no. I didn't know how to say no. I didn't know my own limit. I thought that if I would set boundaries, it would mean pushing people away and also pushing opportunities away. But I was really wrong. Boundaries don't distance you from people. They actually bring clarity. They teach you how to treat yourself, and also it shows other people how you should be treated. So some simple boundaries can be turning your phone off during dinner, learning to say no from something you know that you could do, but hey, it might kind of push you over the edge a little bit in terms of how much energy you have that day, or it probably will cause you to use up a little bit more time that you had planned for the day. It's okay to say no. One of the big ones is walking away from a toxic relationship. We'll talk about recognizing what toxic relationships are in another video. The key is consistency. The more you honor your own boundaries, the more respect that you'll gain. And the respect just doesn't come from everyone else. It also comes from within you for yourself. So let me ask you this today. What boundary are you setting yourself for today? What area of your life is asking for more self-respect? If you could take one thing away from this talk, remember this. You are not powerless and you are not stuck. You are capable of incredible transformations. You are capable to design the life the way that you will it to be. Really hone in on the power of gratitude and really understand how to set those boundaries of how you want others to treat you. And remember this, you're capable of incredible transformation. Every challenge, every setback, every obstacle, every moment of doubt is all a part of that journey for you to become the person that you were meant to be. Well, guys, that's all for today's video. We have 5 lessons for you to kickstart and fast track your journey. And I really hope you liked this video. Please do hit up some comments below and let me know some things that you're going through and some things that you have overcome. I would love to hear your stories, and do hit up the subscribe button and notifications so you don't miss the next videos. Now go out there and live the life that you deserve. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.